Hey everybody, coming to you about when I lost money in the crypto market in the last bull run cycle. Not being negative, but if you don't want to hear this, you can stroll right on by. But this could help you in the long run. What I'm about to tell you. During the last bull run cycle, I was getting into crypto. I was working a job in Georgia, big, large construction job, and everybody was talking about crypto, the crypto market, the digital currency, Bitcoin. I mean, it was all over the job site. So I decided to get in on the crypto market. Well, I didn't know, and nobody explained to me at the time when I got in. I started following a lot of YouTube channels, following the content that was on YouTube, and all I was told is we're going up, and this crypto was going to do this, and this crypto was going to do that. Back then, it was Cardano, it was XRP, and I started buying in. And during that time, when I was buying in, I didn't know, but I was buying in near the top. Um, no sense of direction. Everybody's following the same content. This guy said this lady said that. Um, you can invest 100 and then you was gonna make all kinds of money. That's when Dogecoin went up to 75 cents. Lost a lot of money on Dogecoin because it did pull back really, really a lot. Uh, but I started following content creators and not on their part, more or less, they were just doing what they do. Um, for the clicks. So, I mean, that's the name of the game in the YouTube channel. A lot of people create a YouTube channel, and if they do not give their viewers what they want to hear, they're not going to listen to it. They don't like the negativity. They want to know that whatever they invested in, if they invest $10, it's going to make them $100, $200 profit. But it don't work that way in the crypto market unless you buy at the bottom. So here I am. I'm buying in at the top, not knowing. So I told my wife, I said, we're going to make enough, we could take some time off. I could take some time off because I'm the only one works in my family, but uh, we're going to be able to sit back and we're going to have a nice little nest to sit back and enjoy some time together. But it didn't work out like that. I was buying near the top and didn't realize it, and following all kinds of content that I was just clicking on the content that was telling me we going right on up. So any little correction that we had during that time, oh, it's just a pullback. They're just trying to shake you out. They want your crypto, uh, and that was the narrative. And soon it did drop like it's dropping now, and I lost a lot of money, a lot of money. I'm talking about thousands. And I said right then, this ain't gonna never happen again. So I didn't really want to get back into crypto. I shied away from it for several months because it really hurt. And I know if any of y'all's out there and y'all held thinking that we was gonna go higher and it's dropped like this, I know how you feel. I really know how you feel. And I said, well, a couple months back, I said, how can I help people? Because I don't want nobody to get done like I got done. It really hurt people. It really hurt. Uh, some people spend a lot of money. They spend their retirement. They spend their savings in this crypto, and they listen to different people. And to be honest with you, it's not the content creator's fault, really. Uh, it's left up to us to study this market, study what we invest in before we invest in it, but I didn't do that. That was one of my biggest mistakes, not searching, looking at previous bull run cycles back in 2017, 2018, the time frame or anything like that. And I come to realize that Bitcoin moves the same way. It almost moves day to day the same way every cycle. Now, don't get me wrong, you're gonna have pullbacks at different times. and there's so much money come in the market. You might not see a blow off top in this bull run cycle, not this bull, well, like in this bull run cycle that we had. You really didn't see a blow off top like you did in the last bull run cycle, or 2017, 2018. Because I learned after so much money comes into the crypto market, uh, then that's it. You'll have altcoin season, a bull run cycle, but after, if the money ain't coming into the crypto market, and it's just not going to go, it'll go up a little bit higher, but not much more higher. Um, and you got to look at how many cryptocurrencies there is out there. Um, just in the top 100, that's a lot of money to in the top 100 cryptos. Besides Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, being really the top three. But I bought into, and I said, I can't do. I got out of it for a couple months. I was hurt, but I realized how can I get my money back? Well, the only way to recover from something like that is buying in it back at the bottom, really understanding where the bottom is. You can't time it perfect, but you can almost get close to the bottom. It's easier to figure out and call the top than it is the bottom. So as we see in the day, Bitcoin's pulled back 75, almost $7,600 in the last 24 hours. And I know how everybody's feeling that's lost money following content creators like this. And I have created this channel several months back, but people look at it, but they just keep right on bypassing it by. I don't know if it's the way I bring the content out. Nobody don't comment and let me know if there's something they like or something they don't like, or they just don't like me being honest with them. But I know the very ones that have passed me by, that kept following to the big channels that's been telling them that we in this big bull run market, realizes today, man, they got me. Even though you don't day trade, they can still get you on spot trading, just spot holding. They can liquidate you. They can take what you invested and more. But you don't never lose until you sell. You don't never lose money until you sell. Then you might be put in a situation you have to sell it. So everybody that invests in the crypto market ain't rich or wealthy. A lot of people's just in it trying to find a way out of the gutter that they in, the hard times that they in, just trying to be able to invest and maybe hit the lottery on a crypto, and that's what it boils down to. Back then, it was XRP, Cardano, and had no idea that Dogecoin was going to do what it did. And then it started, when I got in, it was up there close to the top. And I lost a lot of money, just be plain, point blank. I lost a lot of money. But where I said, well, to get it back, you're going to have to start reinvesting again, and really study the market, study the cycles with Bitcoin. And I did. So, and I started this channel, and I have tried to help people. I'm not here for clickbait. I'm just here to help people, not make the mistakes that I made. And it's just hard to get people to come over and believe what you say, especially after they've been hurt. When you hit somebody's wallet, somebody loses a lot of money. That really hurts. They look at things different from then on. Some of them get out of the crypto market and never come back. And I see a lot of this content. I'm not calling no names, but content has got to where they're doing it for the clicks, because YouTube pays them on their views and their clicks and their subscribers, and they just gonna give you what you want to hear. So you will keep coming back every day, watching every video, and they could turn you on and you tell them that their crypto is going to be worth this or that, or it's going to this or that, or you can buy this penny, less than a half a penny crypto, and it's going to go to $1, $2. Well, you get to thinking that in your head, well, I could spend a couple $100 and man, I'm going to make thousands. And it really, I mean, and sometimes you get in the right crypto, it very seldom happens, but it does happen, like it did with Dogecoin back in the last bull run cycle. Uh, People became very wealthy, and some held because they thought it was going to go higher, and ended up losing a lot, or lost what they made, or lost more than what they made. But this is how I fixed it. I do watch other content creators, but it is those do that have proven to me that they do know what they're talking about. This could be your first uh, crypto cycle that you've ever been in. And a lot of content creators come on here and tell you they got 10, 15 years experience in crypto when they don't. They just telling you that, wanting to build confidence with you, you to build confidence in them and trust what they telling you. And honestly, they really don't have a year or two experience in it. The best way to know and learn about crypto is those that's lost. Uh, you find somebody that's lost money in crypto, they learn from their mistakes, and then they turn out to be pretty good people to watch and follow. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do. There's guys I do follow. I watch Blockchain Backer. I do watch Selenix Crypto. And there's some more, but I was watching, but they there for the clicks, and they have quit their job because they have got so big and misguided their community, their viewers, and they really don't care. They don't care. They got moderators. If you come on there and you try to tell them, hey man, you giving them the wrong, you misleading them, they'll block you off their channel. Uh, and and these people stay subscribed and keep watching them, and they fall all in the ditch. One guy can lead a whole army in a ditch. One guy can cause a whole nation to lose a war. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I found this out the hard way. It costed me thousands of dollars to learn this the hard way. Um, Everybody never thought XRP would be back everywhere. I've heard it so many times. You'll never be able to buy XRP for under $2 ever again. This is $1.25, and Bitcoin is sitting at 66,000, a little over 66,100 right now. I'm looking at it on the chart over here. All these cryptos are pulling back. Where people, they their narrative was, this ain't no 4 year cycle. This is extended cycle. It's not. Listen to what I'm telling you. Bitcoin pulls. It moves like it moves every 4 years, and I'm not going to say it's always going to be like that. Something major has got to change now. Once the United States starts using digital currency, that could change the 4 year cycle. Not necessarily change it, but uh, your pullbacks might not be as bad as what we're seeing today in this market. But you need to find you some people, and just don't take my word for it. Find you other. If you listen to a content creator, find out, listen to what he tells you, and if just don't go by him just telling you that this crypto is going to go to this and it does go to that. you need to really. He might get lucky on that call. He might just get lucky on that call, and then the rest of everything else he calls is wrong. Another Jim Cramer, you know what I'm saying? But I got behind. I started listening to people that really knew and did not mind telling you, even though the viewer count, the viewers went down, and they told you this. They were honest. They were really honest. There's others and people saying XRP is going to go to ridiculous numbers. I'm here to tell you, it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Um, XRP is not no different than any. We don't even know if XRP is going to make it through the financial system yet, because it ain't been adapted into. We're not. America ain't went full digital yet. So how can we say that it's going to do this or that? Not saying that it ain't going to do good, but everybody's following that narrative that XRP is the chosen one. No, on my channel, I the main one that I'm saying that's going to make it that is supported by BlackRock is Canton Network. You can say yes or no or whatever. Not saying the XRP ain't going to be used because Ripple's going to use it. They pushed the narrative on XRP Ledger, and they're trying to get something established on the ledger to go, be like a privacy narrative. But they're working on that for this year 2026. So and not saying that it ain't, but you got to notice cryptos and don't go by what somebody else is really telling you unless they reading it from the straight from the article, and it's proven. But I've covered Canton Network and I'm here and I'm starting a spot trading group. It's not day trading; it's spot trading, and it's this is the time to start accumulating. And a lot of people just ain't got the money to accumulate because they've invested, near the top or at the top, and they just ain't got it, and they just don't want to risk losing more money. But this is where I'm here to help, and not necessarily just to grow a channel. I'm here. I want to grow your bank account. I want to help you how learn from how I learned. Um, and the only way to do that is that if we come together and I've heard other stories about people like, the October 10th crash. Do you know if you'd have been spot trading, you'd have been just fine? If you'd have been spot trading, you'd have been just fine. There were so many people day trading, they liquidated so many people. But see, if you'd have been spot trading, it went right back up. And if you'd have knew when the top of the bull market was, you wouldn't have been. You'd have been waiting for it to pull back anyway. You could have had buy orders in down there, uh, and could have been pulled out. You could have made more money. I mean, a lot more money. Just think if you'd have been pulled out at the top of the cycle, and you had money sitting there to the side to buy more, and you'd had orders put in, say XRP hitting $1.25 or $1.30, it could have triggered that. You should have got back in and made money on the way back up again. So this is where I don't want to day trade right now. No, cause this is a bad time to be day trading. I don't know all these channels saying they're making this and that on day trading. They lying people. AI goes a long ways, and I'm here to tell you, AI can generate anything, any picture, anything to fool you to believe, oh man, he just made that much money. I'm going to join his DeFi. It's the trick, man. It's the trick. It's AI tricking people. They ain't winning this month. They ain't taking trades like this and winning. The guy like Selena's Crypto, he'll tell you, I didn't have a good day. I lost. I'm down such and such. It's straight up. It's just, and you want to follow people like that. I'm telling you, he's one of the most honest, reliable people I know. If you want to day trade, Selena's Crypto, look him up. And you got now, blockchain backer don't do no day trading. If he does, and don't go over there thinking that you're going to comment, hey, where do you think XCN's going to top out at? He's not going to tell you that. He can tell you, he'll tell you where the market's headed and what the next move, what his opinion and his research is telling him. And he can kind of tell you, hey, we're getting to the top of this bull run about or the alt season. This is it, and he's close, really close. But I'm learning from them. So I'm not the best. I'm telling you, but I will be honest with you. And this is how I fixed my loss. Is getting in behind some people that was really honest, that didn't want just the clicks. They just, when you hear somebody when you listen, this is your first sign. When you start to listen to a content creator, and within the first 2 minutes, he's trying to sell you something or telling you to click something down in the comment section, you better leave right then. I'm being honest with you. He's there to sell you something. He's there to sell you something and then tell you something, and that's it. I'm being honest with you, people. That's all it's about. It's the narrative of content creators is making money. Most of them has got something to sell you. Now, if you want to join a Telegram, the guys I follow, they'll tell you want to join the Telegram. It's free. And then if you want real insights, they might have a Discord group that you can follow for $4 or $5 a month. But because they got to make something. To be honest with you, people getting out here, it takes a lot of time to make content, and try to do the best at what you can do. I'm just here. I'm not. There's nothing in the description I'm trying to sell you. I'm just trying to tell you how I lost money, how I recovered. Uh, no, nobody wants your crypto. Nobody's trying to get you to sell your crypto. There's nothing, no narrative out there. Bitcoin moves every 4 years like this. This is Bitcoin being Bitcoin. This is the crypto market being the crypto market. Stop believing that. Don't turn that off. When somebody tells you they're trying to get you to sell your crypto, or they manipulating the market so you will sell your crypto, or they got stuff out there on Epstein cases now. I was like, Lord have mercy. But it's all this is trying to get you to believe that a certain crypto is the chosen one when it's not. It could be any of them. It could be any of them. And the one that I see right now that banks, and it's going to be hard for anybody to get ahead of the banks because the banks been here for a long time. And if the banks go digital, you ain't changing nothing. You ain't changed nothing. Everything. This crypto market was, if you do the research and all on it, it was created by the banks. They knew all about this. It ain't no surprise to the banks. If somebody telling you the narrative that the crypto market is created to destroy the banks, it ain't. Nope. It ain't created to destroy the banks because the banks and the governments is the ones that created it. It all goes back to the government and the banks. So this narrative they're trying to say you that this is going to do away with banks and all this. Nah, Don't believe that. That's a lie too. This was created by the government and the banks. I promise you. And they feeding the narrative that it's here to destroy the banks, and when it ain't. And the banks, like I say, I do believe Canton Network will be the one. It is chosen by the banks, and you got BlackRock that's basically invested in with Canton Network. So you want to know why BlackRock ain't invested in XRP yet? It's because they're invested in what the banks are invested in. So they behind the banks on Canton Network. So I'm just give you that little scoop. That's going to be one of the best performing altcoins in the next bull run cycle. I do believe. So I want to come here and tell you what I've done to create to fix the loss that I had back in 2021, 2022 is I got from off the narrative of watching the wrong content and following the right content and studying the market when the bottom was in, close to the bottom. You can't completely time the bottom. I said the bottom for Bitcoin was going to be around 65 to 69,000. So we close to there, and and this is what I learned from the blockchain backer. When you hear all these content creators hollering bull market, bull market, bull market, bull market, we're in the bull market, and then they change and say bear market, that we're going to 30,000 or 15,000, 20,000 or 40,000, that's your sign the bottom is almost in for Bitcoin. So, and that's true. That is true. When content creators that's been hollering bull market, bull run, bull run, bull run, and then they all of a sudden overnight change to bear market, the bottom for Bitcoin's almost in. So we got a little bit. We ain't gonna go much further, but it's almost in. So I'm that's good news off of this, and this is what I've learned. So starting next week, I'm gonna start getting back in on the bottom here, and then I'm going all the way to the top. Now you can join the channel, you can join the content. We're gonna be spot trading. We're gonna be selling at the highs, buying at the lows, on the way back up to the top of the next bull run. And trust me, when I tell you this, we're gonna make a lot of money. Now, if you want to be on that part of it, just subscribe to the channel. Um, it's free to subscribe. Buying the crypto ain't gonna be free, but subscribing to the channel and 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 following along, it'd be the best and the safest way to make money in this next bull run that we fixing to in a couple of months start back up in. So, like I said, subscribing's free. It don't cost nothing to subscribe, and take it for somebody that's been there and lost thousands. Uh, I'm not here to lose no more. I'm not here to lose no more people, and I want to help others not lose no more also. So we're gonna end it right here. If you like the content, subscribe, like I said, and we'll be back shortly later on with another one to update you. But I wanted to come and share that story with you, me losing money in the last bull run cycle. So God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.